In 1992, the Fox body was nearing the end of its production lifespan. 1993 would be its swan song before the introduction of the all-new SN95 car, and Ford wanted to give the world a glimpse of what was to come. Add to that the fact that GM was about to introduce newly redesigned and more aero-aggressive F-bodies at the January 1993 Detroit and Los Angeles auto shows. And Ford had to do something. It was John Coletti, director of Ford's special vehicle team, that worked along with Joe Laura, the project manager, and they moved forward relatively quickly on the Mach III concept. We have all probably heard of the Mach 1s of 1969 and 1970, and they even made a Mach 1 model during the Mustang 2 days. Of course, we had the 2003-2004 New Edge Mach 1s, and the controversial, hated and loved Mustang Mach-E. Now, there is a history to that name. In 1967, Ford had a concept car, oddly enough, called the Mach 1, and it was pretty crazy. Flip front nose, rear center quad exhaust, a hatchback fastback with a chopped top. That same year came the Mach II, and it was even a bit more radical. This concept was a mid-engine sports car that resembled little of the Mustang, although it did use a Mustang chassis and a 289 cubic inch Hypo V8. So it made sense to call this latest iteration of a Mustang concept car the Mach III. Now, as radical as the Mach III is, it is recognizable as a Mustang with its long hood and short rear deck as part of its composite body. The Mach III was a true speedster with no top present or accounted for. The front end incorporated an open-mouth center grille with the classic running horse in it. Headlights were full aero, sitting above brake cooling ducts. The lower center of the nose was painted black, along with a carbon fiber front splitter. Continuing along the sloped nose reveals two large scoops that might have foreshadowed the 96 to 98 Cobra hood. The windshield is lower than stock with what appears to be a steeper rake, incorporating the scooped side view mirrors, complementing the scoops on the hood. Looking down the side of the car, there is another gradual scoop built in from the front of the door, ending in a carbon fiber air intake that is classic Mustang. The rear of the Mach has 3-bar horizontal taillights, which are also a trademark of the beloved pony car. Something cool about the car are the dual outlet center mount exhaust that come out from the center of the rear bumper. The gas cap is a racing style unit flush mounted into the rear quarter. Some of the exterior styling cues, such as the side scoops, the classic pony in the open grille, and those horizontal tri-bar tail lamps, were carried over in some way into the production 1994 Mustang. So what could power this crazy, sexy speedster? Well, under that scooped hood sits a 4.6-liter dual overhead cam engine straight from the Lincoln Mark 8, wearing a Roots-type supercharger with a liquid-to-air intercooler as the cherry on top of the sundae. It featured a rear inlet that split into a throttle body, inlet tube, and air filter on both sides. Being a show car, most of the engine was fully polished and could be powered by either gasoline or methanol using a sensor which could detect the alcohol-gasoline mix level. Pretty cool. Also cool was the fact that the supercharger fluid traveled through a special tank from the air conditioning system. This cooled blower discharge air temp for up to 30 seconds during heavy use, delivering increased power and advanced ignition timing, resulting from a cooler, denser air charge. Remember, this is 10 years before the Eaton supercharged 4.6-liter 4-valve SVT Terminator Cobra. A T56 6-speed manual transmission backed up the 4.6, sending what was said to be around 450 horsepower to a solid rear axle. Chrome 5-spoke 19-inch wheels wore 275/40/19 front tires and meaty 305/35 R19s covering up 4-wheel disc brakes. The dual cockpit interior is a throwback to classic Mustang style, but with a new twist. It featured supportive competition-style seats and a carbon fiber spoked leather rim Momo steering wheel. The center stack and console were body color, with an integrated clock above a round panel for the 1000-watt sound system. The driver's instruments have black letters on plain white faces, giving a classic, almost Shelby Cobra vibe. Again, many styling touches were carried over to the SN95 cars. such as the Mustang script on the car, which would eventually be almost identical to the logo found on the passenger airbags of the 1994 to 2004 cars. Also, the door pulls are nearly the same as the production cars and the general look of the dual cockpit layout. 2 hand-built Mach III concepts were created, with the red one debuting at the Los Angeles Auto Show in January 1993. As I said, they were show cars, and it was said that neither had windows or a top. Nonetheless, it took the media and the public by storm with incredible reactions. There were even plastic and die-cast scale models available for it at the time. Today, the Mustang Mach III still looks futuristic, but with a look that screams Mustang. Unfortunately, the red car was destroyed in a fire back in 1994, but the green one is supposedly still around and might be in the hands of a collector. It sold at auction at Christie's for nearly $500,000 right after the shows in 1992. Even though it never made it down the production line, the Mustang Mach III proudly carried the Mach heritage and gave a glimpse into the future of the Ford Mustang. If you like this video, do me a favor and hit that like button, or better yet, make sure you subscribe to get the very latest here on the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.